All right, we are going to take a look at some homework problems, and we're going to use linear functions to model a graph that we're seeing. So let me share my screen. And here you can see we're asked to choose a graph which models the following situation best. So actually, I think I was saying that we're going to use a graph to find the model, but it's the reverse. We're given verbally the model and we're asked to match the graph to that description. So we have X values represent time from 1995 to 2005, and it's the cost of college tuition. So obviously, college tuition rises over the years as time goes forward. We're paying more and more for college. You probably are well aware of that. Anyway, so it's going to be an increasing function. And the choices that we have are B and D. Both of those are increasing functions. Obviously, A is not a good choice because it's decreasing. As you go from left to right, you can see it's going down. And C is not a good choice because it's constant. Certainly college tuition has been rising. It's not staying constant. So we see two choices here. Now let's look at B. B shows that it passes through the point 0, 0, which is the origin. And that means when time is 0, tuition is 0. And for our graph, it represents time from 1995 to 2005, and I really doubt that in 1995 that college tuition was 0. So I'm going to rule out B, and that leaves D as the correct choice. Now, when you do these problems like this, where you're given a choice, it's often best to rule out the choices that you know are not right, and that way you have a better chance of getting the correct one if you've ruled out and you've narrowed it down to 2 possibilities. In this case, I was able to rule out all the wrong choices. Now, the next question is asking us to choose the graph which models the best situation where, again, X values time from 95 to 05. I guess I'm doing the same question. And it's the number of feet in a mile. Well, let's do that one. The number of feet in a mile is constant, right? From 1995, there were 5,280 feet in a mile. And then as time goes forward, here we are in 2005. Well, in the problem, it's 2005. It was still 5,280 feet in a mile. So that's not changing over time. So it's constant. And a constant function is just a level function. And so we know that the correct choice then is C. All right, question 5. It says, choose the graph that models the best situation best. It's the cost of buying X pencils at a price of 75 cents each. Now, the more pencils you buy, so the cost depends on X. That's how many pencils you're buying. As you increase X, in other words, the more pencils you buy, the more it's going to cost you. So that's an increasing function, all right? And so we can choose A or C. Which is the correct one? Well, what if you buy 0 pencils? Then you're going to pay $0. So 0, 0 is a point on the graph, and A does not represent that, whereas C passes through the origin. So C is the correct choice. You see how this works? So just give those a try and practice those, and you'll get much better at doing them.